Well, guys, first we had Gore the God Butcher, and now we have our first best official look at Mighty Thor, aka Jane Foster. So let's talk about her costume and what she looks like. Longtime members and fans of this channel will know that I am not really a big fan of Thor in general. The comics I never really got into up until Jane Foster took over. I never really even liked the films. I mean, they're good for what they are, but they're never my favorite, and I don't know many who honestly like the Thor films over many of the other ones. Again, certainly when it comes to the best trilogy, if you will. So again, that's something, but I've been real excited for Thor Love and Thunder for the fact it's going in completely different directions by the look and sound of it. So we finally have our first look, official look at that, at Jane Foster coming into the MCU as Thor, or Mighty Thor, and honestly, it's great in my opinion. Like, she looks the part. She looks like they legit just took her from the comic, put it into live action, kind of like Sam Wilson's Falcon costume that becomes the Captain America costume. Like, they just kind of brought that over and work it in, and I love it. And you certainly see some of that MCU influence, like around the chest, for example, that they use some of those, classic Thor costume elements that we know of now, like the V-taper and how that's kind of going down the side, especially from, the back down the ribs. It just looks very much like what you would expect. You got those little like crests and everything on there, the boots, the knee pads. Obviously, we got Mjolnir there, which has been reconstructed, and we've known that for a while, that's going to be kind of what powers her. Overall, it just looks real good. It's one of those costumes where it's hard to believe that we're getting this in live action, especially that the comic character is so recent, all things considered, like, a decade, less than that. But again, it's just kind of interesting to see that they're not really going to compromise anything, just bring that over and put it into the MCU, and that it works. And to me, I really do like that the colors here seem to pop, but again, it is artwork that's on action figure boxes and stuff, which makes me think it's going to be a little bit more muted, which I hope it's just my cynicism saying that, but I do feel like that they're going to do that just because this looks bright, especially the red. But again, it's a wait and see approach. Overall, I am really happy with this. I absolutely love this. I love the wings on the helmet. Let's just hope she keeps it on for more than Thor, because he's worn a helmet for a collective amount of 35 seconds in all the MCU. So maybe put this on a little bit more because it looks cool.